You're listening to
The Audacity.
Hi, welcome back.
Amanda just tore herself away from a mirror.
Yeah, sorry. I was
for
staring
this
at
episode.
I fell in love with my reflection. Sorry.
You guys are so rude. Amanda, please finish.
I know. Oh, that's what she said. So all your ex-boyfriends got canceled this weekend.
Oh my God.
And your one boyfriend.
How funny is that? If you guys read the news, then there was this whole thing about
Seattle, comedy club in Seattle.
this comedy club in Seattle canceled these 4 comics.
And you dated 3 of them.
And 3 out of the 4 I've dated.
And then I think someone commented, is it because they all fucked Karen Margolis? Someone wrote that. Sorry.
No, who said that?
Like one of the posts, someone's like, is
so
it everyone
funny.
who fucked Karen Margolis?
Low key though.
No, but you're not offended by that, right? No.
No, but how funny so I'm currently with one of them.
Yeah.
And the thing came out and he goes, "What does it say about you that you've dated 3 out of these 4 canceled comics? 2 are my exes and 1's my current boyfriend." How funny is that? Do I have a type or what?
Yeah, you do have a type. Canceled in Seattle. Not liked in Seattle.
My type is canceled.
Your type is canceled.
Yeah, I like that. So I like what I like.
What was it though? What was it? They were canceled because they wanted to do
For nothing. They were booked and then there were complaints or whatever from like local comics. And then
the comics complained?
Yeah, and then the booker
Wait,
was
what?
like, that's the hypothesis. And then it wasn't like people because no one really, it was the comedy scene in Seattle was like, we find this problematic. And the booker sent this email out, which is online, and was like, it was actually a really nice email, but it was like unhinged.
Yeah.
She was like, it makes me so sad. She's the one that booked them and she's the one that unbooked them. She was like, it makes me so sad. I'm paraphrasing. To have to cancel you guys.
It's not me.
Yeah,
I have no power. I'm just the booker.
She's like, we love everything about comedy and support it unconditionally, but we cannot have you here.
And did they mention the article? They just said, okay,
No, they were like, respectfully, we never mind.
It's just like the local, Seattle advocacy groups or whatever they said. They're just like people that are very woke and they're just probably
people against Karen Margolis. People against guys that fucked Karen Margolis.
It's so
Do you know anybody at that club?
No, but I don't. But it's funny because I've had 4 boyfriends in my life and those are 3 of them. I've only dated 4 people ever.
Yeah, but you faded. Yeah, right. But their personalities are like 5 people.
Oh my God, each one is like has 20 personalities inside them.
No, I love all of them, especially Lewis. I love Lewis the most.
Yeah.
And Jim. Lewis and Jim. I don't know Kurt at all, but
I love all of them.
I love all of them too. I'm just saying I have a special place for Lewis and Kurt. They're my favorite. I mean, Lewis and I like all of them. I love all those.
I love all of them. My favorite's Jim, but what are you going to do?
I'd pick Jim and Lewis.
What about Kurt?
I've never met him. I worked with him once. He was very nice.
He's a
very
nice guy.
sweet.
He is.
I don't know. There's no competition. You guys are all great.
Thank you. I'm taking it personal. Thanks.
Okay.
They are great. Yeah, no, I love a canceled man. It's my favorite. My favorite kind of guy.
Canceled man is a real comic.
Yeah.
And really goes there. But
I know, but you know what? And I mean, I dated Kurt for a long time, and I get like what those 4 guys have in common is they're like edgy comics, right? Like they're quote unquote edgy.
provocative.
Yeah, but I know that Kurt would hate that. Like he would hate that label because he doesn't consider himself edgy. This is something I really like about Kurt. He doesn't consider himself edgy.
He's a brilliant comedian.
But he's like, I'm not edgy. I'm not provocative. I'm like telling the truth.
Yeah.
So I'm not offensive. You're offended.
You can't handle like the true. You want to hear like light and happy. Like I guess his point is like, I'm not doing it like for the sake of being edgy. I'm doing it because this is actually what's funny and crazy about things.
Yeah, and he's just saying, he's like,
the truth can be ugly. The truth can be really dark.
well, the truth is funny.
The truth is funny, and sometimes the truth can be hard to handle for people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not everybody has great amount of eggs.
Deal with it.
Right. That is, it's so interesting. Like, I'm not edgy. Like, some people are edgy for the sake of being edgy, but that's not like these people are not like trying to be edgy.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, I want to point out what's something.
Okay, I think Lewis does try to be edgy. I think Lewis does try to be edgy.
He's a natural comedian and great. And
he is. He's a great comic and podcaster. But I think that's also the brand. Yeah. So to be fair, someone who books a comic like that should kind of know who they're booking. No,
right. Yeah.
Like it's edgy comedy. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's not Seattle comedy.
I mean, the reason they all like, I mean, that place is full of like suicidal, what?
It's full of blue-haired cutters.
Yeah. They're depressed. I mean, the people that are
I'm sorry, not
and
I don't cancel me. It's not
well, you
to make fun of mental illness, but I'm just saying that's the demographic that doesn't like comedy.
Well, yeah, and they are depressed, right? I don't know. I'm too tired, and they have weird haircuts.
I don't know. They live in Seattle, so
I'm
how
sorry.
happy can you be?
I love it there. Yeah, exactly. They're trying to make that's what it is. They're unhappy. They want everybody else to not be happy.
That's it.
Anyway, that was so exhausting. I'm so depressed already. I can't.
Okay, so then let's lighten it up. Let's play a funny clip. Let's play a clip and we'll decide if it's funny.
Your Uber driver, get in.
I didn't order an Uber.
We've got one now.
I'm good, bro.
Oh my fucking god! Get the hell in! Or wait. Want to help me look for my dog? I need help looking for my dog. Walk.
Oh my god.
That was like a schizophrenic moment.
He's a 10, but he forces people into his car.
Literally, there's nothing less comforting than someone's like, get my Uber.
I know.
No, you run the freak away.
No. Have you ever had an Uber driver scream at you to get in the car?
No, never.
Not once.
I've never ever had a very rude Uber driver. I'll say that. I've had good experiences. There's been one time this guy wouldn't let me drink coffee in his car, but that was it.
Okay, well, whatever. I kind of get that. I have had Uber driver. This is my pet peeve, and not to be like a Karen, but my pet peeve is when I have luggage and
They don't open the bus. Sorry.
no, they open the trunk and they don't help me put it in the
Oh
trunk.
yeah.
Come
okay, yeah, I don't like that
on.
either. I don't like
What's the point where when I get a female Uber driver and I have luggage and I'm like, well, I'm on my own. If they won't get out of the car and help
They
you. I
won't.
alreay know they're not going to
Yeah,
do it.
it's
Okay,
like-
princess, you stay in
say,
there.
Right. Don't worry
I got
about
it.
Yeah, I have one Uber driver story. I once got picked because I live in Hoboken, and like the guy I guess was from New York, and he was saying he's like, Jersey girls are fat. And I said, thanks. He's like, no, you're busty. You're not fat. He's like, but other girls here are like fat. He's like, New York girls are like skinny. It was really weird.
That's aggressive.
It was. I think it was the early days of Uber,
Mhm.
so I don't think like Uber ratings were like, I don't remember it being like, oh, your Uber rating's gonna go down. It was
No, it's
such
like a cutthroat economy now
yeah,
with Uber ratings.
Yeah, it was like back in 2015, so it was like Uber was like newish. It was back when Uber was like $5.
Well, oh god, those were the days. What's your Uber rating?
I think it's like 4.98 or something.
What? That's so good.
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
Mine's like a 4.87. Why do you think I'm underachieving?
Maybe you talked on the phone while you were in the car.
Yeah, or sometimes it like takes me a sec to get downstairs. Hold on, where is it?
I am.
I'm a 4.85.
Oh, I'm a 4.8 too. Yeah, okay.
Ah!
I thought it was 4.9, 4.82.
Okay, I think that's offensive.
I mean,
Have you ever had an Uber? My Uber drivers, I mean, everybody does this, but they're like, okay, give me 5 stars. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Give me 5 stars.
yeah, but has an Uber driver ever denied someone a ride for less than? Maybe they cancel.
I don't know.
Maybe they can't. You know how sometimes they cancel? Maybe they cancel because you're under like 5. Or,
I don't really know, but I think that maybe the app doesn't let you book rides if you're like a really low rating.
oh, okay.
I
that's
think
good.
maybe. I don't really know. I don't know what happens when you go to Uber jail.
I'll say this though. I feel like it's. I saw this TikTok. This is like bringing down the mood again, but this TikTok where this lady got like this guy went in her Uber and he like put a gun to her head and it's like put all Venmo
What?
me, give me your like your bank app passwords and
Oh
like
my
transfer all the
God.
money, and she got shot. And I was going on the Uber app. I was like going on TikTok and I'm like, oh my God, is it? And they were saying it's much dangerous. It's more dangerous for the Uber driver than the people
Yeah.
because the Uber driver is held accountable, but you don't know the fuck you're picking up.
No, but you to be fair, you also don't know like who you're getting in a car with, and if something happens, they don't really do anything.
They don't.
Not really. Well, I had an incident not with an Uber driver, but with a passenger. So it was like pre-pandemic Uber pool.
Oh, I remember that. All right,
And they
okay.
were doing this thing which was psychotic where I mean how they did this and like didn't get sued, I have no idea. But they would do this thing. Do you remember when they were like, we're dropping you off at a different location because it's more convenient for the driver?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, so they would do this thing. They'd be like, yeah, we changed your drop-off location. So I used to live off of a highway in Washington Heights.
Oh my God.
But you would turn off of the highway and get to
Yeah.
my house, but they'd be like, we're just going to drop you off on the highway. So they just dropped me off by the side of the highway, okay? And then one time it was like late at night and I was in the Uber with this guy and whatever, fine. And then I get out, and then he gets out, like at the same time, which was weird. And then I was walking down the street. It was like a block and then crossing a street to get to my apartment. And I'm walking, and he's like following me, which I was like, maybe I'm the problem. Like, girls are so sweet.
Of course.
I didn't want to freak out and it be like in his, like he just lives there. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, you know, just walking along. And I could tell he was drunk, so I could smell him in the car. And he's like stumbling along behind me. And I was like, he's probably not following me. That's crazy.
Get over yourself.
Get over yourself. Oh, I think I'm so pretty. Everybody just follows me home. So I was like, here's what I'll do. I'll speed up. And if he speeds up, it's something. So I sped up and he started speeding up. And I was like, get the fuck out of town. So I stopped because I was like, he can just walk ahead of me then. And then I'll be safe.
Were people around, or were you in
No.
this area?
No one was around. It was dark and it was night. So I stopped and then he stopped. And I turned around and I started to panic, honestly, because I was like, what the fuck is going on? Nothing like that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
And I turned around and I was like, can you stop following me? And he goes, it's none of your fucking business. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is how girls this
Oh,
is
yeah,
how
for
people
sure.
die. This is
Sure.
how people die.
Yeah.
If some random fucking person follows you and you don't freak out hard enough because you're afraid of being a bitch,
Yeah, don't be afraid.
and
of
then
being
you
a
get
bitch.
got. And then you get got.
Yeah.
And I was like, absolutely not. So I screamed. And then there's nobody around. It didn't matter. And then I started running into the street because he was drunk. And I could see there was traffic oncoming. So I like ran ahead of traffic.
Thank God.
And I knew that he wasn't like didn't have it together enough to like get in there. So I ran across. He had to wait for the cars. And I ran up and like slammed the door of my building. And that was it. And I reached out to Uber and I was like, this just happened. Just so you know.
And what'd they say?
And they were like, here's a $5 credit.
Now I know how to get money off of Uber. I
Right,
could
which
just-
as a Jew I loved.
God, no,
But-
that is ridiculously scary.
It was
and
scary.
awful. I think the word people. There's been stories like Uber drivers sexually assaulting. So I think Uber. I've seen messages from Uber of like getting better about Uber safety. Like I think they've tried. They have Uber for women. Like, did you see that where you can select to have a woman driver?
Okay, so so you don't get assaulted, but you do crash.
You will not get there for another 2 hours.
Okay, so no one's helping me with my suitcase. Got it.
Got it.
Okay.
But I think it might be, it's like it's late at night. It's like I want a woman to pick me up. I don't want a man to pick me up. I don't know.
Yeah,
what the
I
fuck.
mean, definitely.
But statistically, you're more likely to get the Uber drivers at more at risk. They don't put their like the plastic up.
I
or,
know.
But even Airbnb, like talk about Airbnb, it's like
Oh, Airbnb has a sexual assault problem.
crazy.
I know.
I don't do Airbnb anymore unless it's with a big group of people. Like if it's a
Absolutely
group of
not.
like 5 or 6 of us, I've done it alone and I think about it. I'm like, you don't know the fucking area. But I was watching this YouTube series about like scary Airbnb stories, and it's like the people have the hosts like will go into they've gone in like they've raped women.
Oh my God.
That happened in Mexico.
absolutely
This
not.
girl like on Airbnb by herself, and the host went in and like raped her.
Oh my God.
And Airbnb wasn't doing. The stories coming out that they do shit like that.
That was
but-
like a big story.
yeah, it was. But then remember they were talking about. Well, heard this on the Tim Dillon podcast, who I loved, and he said that there's been other things similar to that, but Airbnb has been like brushing, like been paying them out. But that was the first story to like get out. But they was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. The story was like they would budget millions of dollars into their annual budget to pay people off to be quiet, like settle things out of court
Yeah.
when shit went down.
Right, and then when I heard that, and then one of the stories, I'll be quick. It's too much.
No,
I'll
we
be
love
really
it.
quick.
Go ahead.
One story on this freaked me the fuck out. This guy got an Airbnb in Denver, and it's like in a shady place. But he's like, oh, it was a nice house, but in a shady place, right? So he goes in, he checks everything, everything's fine. He's like, sleeping in his bed. He's looking at his phone. He wakes up, and there's a man at the foot of his bed.
No.
Yeah, and this man's like staring at him, and he looked, and he just, and the door was open, and he just ran out the door, and then he drove off. He came back, his shit's gone.
What?
And he called Airbnb, and they were just like and he's like,
They don't
I
care.
think that was the host. I think the host was like hiding
No.
because
Who else would it be?
yeah, and
That's so
he
scary.
reported to Airbnb, and they're just like,
They don't care.
and after all that, I'm like, no more Airbnb. If I'm traveling myself, no way.
No, it's a hotel. And whenever I'm at a hotel, I always do the deadbolt and then I do the chain.
Yeah,
No fucking way am I taking because you know what? Once when I was traveling, I was traveling alone to like a sketchy place, this like random little town in Brazil in like the jungle, and the host family that I was staying with, who were great and I trusted, but they put me up at this hotel and they were like, listen, they go, don't leave the hotel. They go, don't even really go outside. We'll pick you up and drop you off at
Yeah,
the door and watch
yeah,
you go
yeah.
inside. And they go, when you're in there, make sure that you lock everything manually because sometimes we have power outages and then all the electronic locks just unlock. And people know that and they'll come around trying every door. And I was terrified. They also told me that I accidentally made friends with a molester when we were on the Amazon River. They told me that they were like, yeah, those guys that you were talking to on the boat, they were molesters.
How do they know that?
I don't know. But they translated it. They had an app. And the wife, the woman, she was like, oh, how do you say this? How do you say this? And she was like translating and she hit the thing and it was like sexual predator.
How do you say sexual predator?
I know. And I was like, I freaked out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
See, that's, oh God.
No, I
Being
was
a
so
woman.
scared. I know. It's so hard to have a vagina all the
I know,
time.
you can't just travel by yourself.
It's a
and-
burden.
I know. All right, we're
Wah,
at
wah.
15. What do you want? You want to do a clip or we want to do?
Let's do a clippy
clippy. Okay.
and
Let's
let's,
do a
see where
clip.
the night takes
Let's
us.
take us. Let's.
We're
All right,
cool
welcome
dolls.
to baby names that I would give my kids if they didn't have alternative meanings. First one on the list, chlamydia.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
Y'all not hearing me though. Chlamydia. Like, I don't know. Like, something about it eats. I don't know. Nickname Dear. She dye her eyes with hearts, and she always in trouble. Chlamydia, get your ass downstairs. Next on the list, virginity. It's exotic. I don't know. Something about it. Just eat. Next, no explanation needed, diarrhea. If you disagree,
No.
you're not in the right space.
No.
My favorite, felony.
Oh, that's
love
cute.
that.
Yes.
That's
If
cute.
you want to be different, throw a PH at the beginning. Felony Marie Smith. Whole name, set. Felony is a pretty name.
It is.
It's a pretty name. Next one for me, tied pretty close to felony, malaria. Beautiful.
No.
Malaria West. That's what I imagine her name would be. Malaria West. Oh, Malaria, you are so pretty, girl. Like, I feel like Malaria would eat. Like, she.
I also like the name Lysol. I think Lysol is really pretty.
For a boy or a girl?
I don't
It's
know.
kind of gender
It's,
neutral.
yeah, Lysol. My name's Lysol. I don't know why. I think
I'm naming my child sauerkraut.
sauerkraut.
Yeah.
I agree. Chlamydia is a pretty name.
It is a pretty sounding name.
Yeah, chlamydia.
What about Clorox?
Clorox is you know what it is? It's sort of like an exotic masculine name, like
Yeah.
Felix. I like the name Felix
Yeah,
for a boy.
you
It's
call
like
it
that.
like Roxy. Be like Roxy,
Chloe.
Chloe,
Chloe. Oh, cute.
What else is like a I think gonorrhea is a weird name. That's for a girl.
Well, because you know what it means. But if
Yeah.
you didn't know what it meant, just the sounds, gonorrhea. I kind of get it.
Let me think. HIV is pretty.
I want to name my daughter full blown AIDS.
HIV, because you could be like HIV.
You could dot the I with a little heart.
Yeah, my name is HIV. You mean HIV? No, HIV. HIV. My name's HIV.
What
Your
if
name's
instead of Blue Ivy, Beyonce named her daughter HIV?
HIV. HIV. No, it's HIV.
It's HIV.
I mean, it's
That's
pretty.
pretty.
HIV. I'll call you Ivy for short.
No, it's pretty. It's
my
definitely
full
pretty.
name is HIV.
What about amoxicillin?
Oh, that's pretty.
Moxie for short.
My name is Amoxicillin Ivory, and I'm a. Let me think. What else? What else? Do you have anything, Andrew?
Dandruff.
Oh, that's cute. Actually, that is
Dan for short.
My name's Dandruff. Anal fissures. I don't know. What are anal fissures?
An anal fissure? It's a fissure's like a crack in this, like a deep crack.
Got it.
So an anal fissure is like when your anus is cracked and bleeding.
Crack in your crack.
Yeah, it's a crack in your crack.
Wait, I think good call with the name felony. I also think adultery is pretty.
Ooh, that is really pretty.
My name's Adultery Sanders.
I like the name sexual assault.
SA for short. What other ones? I can't think. What was I don't know. Penicillins. What would you say penicillin?
Penicillin's pretty. You could call it like Penny for short.
COVID sounds like a cool guy. Like,
It
like
does-
a guy
does.
that like lives in California that serves like wins COVID. You're like, COVID broke up with me.
He's a
don't worry.
SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah.
COVID-19.
He literally is like a surfer from LA.
COVID has face tattoos, but no tattoos anywhere else
no,
on his body.
and he comes from like lawyers. Like his family is like lawyers.
No, he comes from like old money.
Yeah, but he's like, COVID broke up with me.
COVID's got a trust fund.
Exactly, but he like doesn't. But he like, what is it? He doesn't have a trust fund. He has tattoos, and he is broke all the time. For some
Yeah, and
reason.
he's a vegan for no reason.
for no reason.
Like it's not for ethical reason. It's not for health. He's
Yeah.
actually kind of fat.
Yeah, exactly. And he just like keeps his like, I just like don't know if I want a girlfriend right now. And it's like, COVID, you're 42. I just want to see where like my surfing career comes. I don't know.
Oh my God, COVID, your hairline's down to here. Make a decision.
COVID's like slept with like all your girlfriends.
They're all in love. He's broken all of their hearts.
Yeah, well,
Like everyone, he's gross, but everyone falls in love with him.
He's like, yeah, he's not like physically attractive, but he like
He has a
like,
charisma.
He has a charisma. He has a je ne sais quoi.
Right.
But he's like that like just LA surfer, like never said anything intelligent ever.
Never grew up though. Has like a boyish charm.
Oh yeah, Peter Pan, and he's never once said anything intelligent.
No,
And-
but tan, blonde hair, blue eyes, a little bit chubby, no big deal.
yeah, well, he didn't always be chubby. COVID used to be like the hottest guy in high school.
I'm COVID.
hey, what's up? You want to go out sometime? I'll cheat on you. Like,
What's your Instagram?
yeah, babe. I just like kind of want to like be by myself right now.
Can I get your snap?
You're totally cool, babe. You want to come over and watch me drink with my friends?
Do you want to come over and watch me play video games?
You're so cool, babe. I love you. We're never breaking up.
You have bigger boobs than my last girlfriend.
Whoa, boobs. All
Oh my God.
right.
Oh, we're getting the light.
Oh, are we doing a?
Oh, is it time? Oh, we've got 3 minutes.
Do you want to do a life advice column, or
Let's
what
do a really quick advice.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a really quick
yeah,
advice?
lightning round.
Lightning round advice, which is what everybody wants anyway. Okay. Okay. Here's a fast one. Okay. It's taking 3 minutes. Okay. My girlfriend and I had a rough year, and we ended up going on a break. My girlfriend went on a date on the day we were supposed to talk during the break about fixing our relationship, and I don't know if I can get over something like this. I was previously cheated on by another girlfriend, but she didn't cheat on this girlfriend didn't cheat on me.
But you don't know if you can.
He said, do you guys think that this relationship is salvageable? And if yes, what are your suggestions?
Because she cheated on him?
No, she went on a date with another guy while they were on a break, but she didn't do anything with him.
Oh, no, yeah, it's fine. You're on a break, dude.
I know. This is your trauma, not her.
Yeah, literally, you're on a break. Whoever's on, like, you're on a break. It's none of your business.
And also, don't you want someone to go and like maybe just go on a date with like one person while you're on a break so that they can come back and be like, babe, I went on a date with this person and I hated it.
Yeah.
You're so much hotter and
Yeah,
you're
I'm
so
so
much
lucky.
better. I'm so lucky to have you. I never want to do that ever again. I want to marry you and have all your babies. I'm so grateful that we went on this break because I can never lose you.
Right. I think it's good to see it. Like, maybe people, I don't think there's anything wrong getting married young, but like, you do want to see like if other people out there and like, stuff like that.
My ex and I went on a break and he hooked up with a friend of mine and didn't tell me for 3 years.
See, that's not, no, listen, that's off limits.
That was really, really bad. It
No,
was really,
no.
really bad, but that's not what this is.
Right, no, but that's off limits. If you're on,
It was crazy.
on a break, don't go with don't fuck my friends. Like,
It
don't do
was
that.
crazy.
Yeah, that's not okay.
For like 2 days.
Why would your friend do that to you?
She was a bitch.
Fuck, that's not your friend.
No, it's not. She wasn't. We did a podcast together.
And then it ended because you found out that they fucked.
It ended because she was a bitch.
She sounds like an awful person.
She I think continues to be.
What's her name? She's banned from Guest Studio.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell Lewis she's banned from Guest
No,
Studio.
100%. I'm gonna write it on the whiteboard out there underneath. Don't give cookies to Lewis.
So funny. All right.
Okay. Well, you guys can chime in if you have better advice than that, but I think we pretty much
Yeah,
killed
dude,
it.
We're on a break, dude. Like, none of your freaking business.
None of your business. And also be grateful. Be like, have
Yeah.
some self-esteem.
Right.
Have some self-worth. Be like, good, go.
Right.
Talk to that guy.
And
can
you
see.
should be concerned if nobody wanted to date your girl. You'd be like, why
Right.
does no one want this girl?
Do you want a girl that no one wants to
No.
take out for dinner?
No.
Probably not.
No, everyone wants to win mating. Everyone wants to feel like I got the person that everybody wants. That's winning mating, you know?
Yeah, that's it. And she came back back to you.
Yeah. See, boom, 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 boom.
Mic
Okay.
drop moment.
Yeah.
All right,
All
thank
right,
you guys. We love you so much. Don't forget to check us out. We're co-headlining in Connecticut on March 23rd. It's called the Fairfield Comedy
I
Circle.
think it's the 24th. Is it?
No, it's the 23rd.
You're right. It is the 23rd. Hold on,
And
guys.
it's at the Fairfield Comedy Circle, and tickets are online, and they're in our Instagram bios.
You're right,
and yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a really, really, really good show. We're gonna promote the fuck out of it. So come by.
Come by.
Yeah,
Love you.
love you.